Hi, I'm Lisa with Visit St. Paul, and this is our new feature, 5 Questions. I couldn't think of a better way to kick off this new video series than to chat with a brewmaster from Summit Brewing Company. Summit Brewery opened its doors in 1986 with one goal in mind: to bring back the remarkable craft beers once brewed throughout the upper Midwest. It quickly became a local favorite, putting it well above the craft beer trend that would eventually sweep the nation. Mike Lundell, brewmaster from Summit, sat down with me to give a little insight into the world of beer.
Hey, I'm Mike, and this is my Summit story.
What is your brewing background, and what led you to Summit?
I got into brewing basically at Summit. I did a little home brewing with some friends, but I never really did it all by myself. But a friend of mine got a job here, Eric, who's still currently employed. We went to high school together, and he quit his job at Menards, and he said they were hiring. A few months later, I started here. This was back in October of 1998? No, 96. So it'll be 16 years in October I've been here.
Where does Summit get their ingredients from, and how does it affect the different flavors?
As far as our ingredients are concerned, water is probably the most important because beer is 96+% water. Our water supply is, I wouldn't say it's a neutral water supply, but it's pretty close to being neutral, so that we won't get too many noticeable characteristics from our water, but we also won't get any bad characteristics. So it's kind of, like I said, neutral. It lends itself to making really flavorful beers. As far as our ingredients are concerned, we get the majority of our malt comes from Raw Malting Company in Shakopee, Minnesota. And it's grown out in the Western Plains and in Canada. And some of our specialty malts come from Germany, from England. And those are malts that lend towards the styles that we want to emulate. Like our Pilsner malt, we'll use a style of malt, Moravian 37 is what we use, that emulates Czechoslovakian malt. Or we'll use Munich malts from Germany in our Oktoberfest to try to mimic what they do.
Start to finish, how long does it take to brew a barrel of beer?
One batch of beer will start to finish. The liquid generation, the wort generation side, the brewing side, takes about 9 hours. But then once we get into the fermentation side, it'll be 2 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on the style. Lagers will age a little longer in the fermenter. But our extra pale ale, that's our flagship beer, that'll be 2 weeks once it's brewed, it'll be packaged.
What is the Unchained Series?
The Unchained Series has been a fun addition to our lineup. Gives us brewers a chance to spread our wings, if you will. The Unchained Series that we have on right now is our Dunkelweizen. It's a Bavarian style Dunkelweizen. It's number 9 of the series.
What role did you play in the creation of it?
I personally did the 3rd and the 8th of the series. The 3rd was the India style rye ale, which was kind of born from me going to a convention and walking up to a malt sample booth and just tasting some malts and going, I think I'm going to use some rye. So, and then the black ale, that came about because I couldn't remake the rye ale because I couldn't get the ingredients, so I had to come up with something else. And black IPAs are kind of hot right now, so I decided to make one.
Well, now that you've heard from the expert, it's time for you to get out there and try Summit beer firsthand, or enjoy one of their many free tours that are offered here weekly that include a sampling of all their beers. Tours are offered Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays each week. For more information, go to summitbrewing.com. Cheers!
That's good.